Storytime with Herbal Roots zine. I'm Kristine Brown, and today I'm going to read to you a story I wrote for my zine, Herbal Roots zine, from issue number 59, Valuable Vanilla, called The Discovery of Vanilla. Vanilla is so aromatic and has such a delicious scent. Don't you agree? You probably recognize vanilla as a spice in your kitchen cabinet. But did you know that vanilla has medicinal uses as well? This orchid family member is great for many things, including soothing burns, something that's great to remember if you're cooking in the kitchen and burn yourself. Vanilla is a great addition to sweet treats because this plant can help to stimulate digestion, which can help keep your tummy from feeling icky when you eat too much. And as an aromatic, vanilla's scent can help you feel relaxed, which can help to ease nervous tension. That's just a few things that vanilla can be used for. Today's story, The Discovery of Vanilla, is just that, the discovery of how vanilla was found. Back in the early days, down in Middle America, the Teutonic people resided in the eastern coastal and mountainous regions of Mexico. The region where they resided was hot and humid, providing ample food and medicine for the people. The Teutonic people were agricultural in nature and grew maize, manioc, squash, beans, pumpkin, chili peppers, cotton, and sweet gums for the resin, which is known as liquid amber. They also grew many plants for medicine as well. With home being such a lush backdrop, many tropical plants grew all around. Zapotes, guavas, papayas, plantains, and avocados were all part of their daily diet. They also ate a variety of meat, including frogs, possums, sharks, turtle, armadillo, and deer. For the most part, they were an extremely healthy people. Being in a tropical region, their food would spoil quickly if they did not dry or otherwise preserve it. Often, they would get stomach aches and other digestive issues. The Teutonic were unsure how to stop their digestive problems, but they knew there must be a plant that grew that could help them with their ailments. There grew a vine on the trees throughout the forest that bloomed with sweet, pale yellow blossoms. They called this plant tesoshil. The flowers bloomed for 2 to 3 hours only and then became long green pods. The people tried using these pods, but they did not taste or smell good, so they avoided them. One day, a tropical storm blew in, and during the storm, a tree with a large tesoshil vine covered in pods blew over and fell to the ground. The pods pinned under the tree began to ferment and rot in the heat and moisture of the forest. Several months later, a group of hunters were trailing a deer in the forest when they came upon the log. The deer had fallen dead from his wound and lay next to the log. The hunters laid their spears down and began to clear the branches to tie the deer to for easier transport home. One of the hunters noticed a sweet smell that he had never smelled before and looked to find the origin of the smell. As he brushed away the debris from the branch they were clearing, he came upon a pile of oily, dark pods. Curious, he picked them up and smelled them. A smile came upon his face, and he showed the rest of the group his discovery. When they returned home to the village, they gave the fragrant pods to the medicine man. The medicine man was quite intrigued with the pods and began experimenting with them. Over time, he discovered the pods gave a sweet flavor to their teas and other beverages. The Teutocan began mixing it with cacao to sweeten their cacao drinks, which they gave to guests as a way to welcome them. As they continued using it, they discovered many uses for their tesoshil pods. When they drank a cup of tea after meals, they had less stomach aches and digestive issues. They used the drink to relax and also to help children with fevers. They began refining the curing process as well after examining the spot where the initial pods were found. Through trial and error, they learned to ferment and cure the pods for many months to obtain the flavor and scents that the darkened pods gave. The Aztecs, a neighboring people of Middle America, were introduced to the t-shirt shell pods and began using them as well. Eventually, Spaniards arrived to the area to explore the lands. Seeing the pods, they called them vina, which means little pod. They brought the vina plants back with them, but were not able to get the flowers to produce the pods for hundreds of years due to the lack of Melipona bee, the t-shirt shell's flower's sole pollinator. Eventually, the secret to hand pollinating was discovered and the rest of the world began to grow vanilla we now use. I hope you enjoyed today's story. If you'd like to learn more about vanilla, you can find the vanilla ebook in my shop. I'll put the link in the description below. Thanks for visiting Herbal Roots zine for Storytime, and I'll see you next time.